Hey guys, so today we are starting with rotations, but we're going to do a quick review of reflections. You've got this. All right, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to graph the original ABC. So A was originally at -5, +7. B was originally at -3, +3. And C is originally at -7, +3. So here's A, B, C. Here's my cute little triangle. Oh, that line circled. There we go. All right. And the first one we're going to do is we're going to reflect over y = 2. And then we're going to get a prime, b prime, c prime. So we're going to find y is 2. So it's right there. So we're going to reflect over that line. Okay, so then b was originally 1 above. So now we're going to be 1 below. So here's b prime. A is originally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 above. So now we're going to be 5 below. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here's 8 prime. And then c prime is 1 above. So now we're going to be 1 below c prime. Okay, so here's my new triangle. All right, so with that, now it wants me to take a prime, b prime, c prime, which a prime is now at -5, -3. B prime is now at -3, +1. And c prime is now at -7, +1. Now it wants me to reflect over x equals -1. So here is, so I'm going to get a new pen, yellow. Okay, so we're going to go to x equals -1, and we're going to draw a line, and we're going to reflect over this yellow line now. So we're going to reflect a prime, b prime, c prime over that line. So we're going to take b is originally 2 away, so now we're going to be 2 away the other direction. I'm going to go to a blue. So here's b double prime now, because we've done 2 transformations to it. And then c is at -7, up 1. So like instead of being, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 away. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 away. And this will be c double prime. Let's see. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Aha. I think I counted 6 from the wrong thing. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here's c double prime. And then a is 1, 2, 3, 4 away. So 1, 2, 3, 4 away. Here's a double prime. So then here is my new triangle. So a double prime is now at 3, -3. B double prime is now at 1, 1. And C double prime is now at, let's see, 5, 1. That's kind of cool. All right. So from here, we're going to move on. If you have any questions, please leave them in the video. So now we're doing rotations. Rotation is a turn. Turn an object around a fixed distance at a specific direction. So whenever there's a positive angle, we're always talking about rotation counterclockwise. It's always that direction. When you have a negative angle, you will rotate that way. So a positive angle always rotates counterclockwise. Negative angles rotate clockwise. There's a reason for this. You are not at the point that explaining the reason would make any sense, so I'm not going to. So right here, they took our triangle and they rotated it exactly 90 degrees. So they took this point, rotated it 90 degrees, it landed here. They took this point, rotated it 90 degrees, and it landed right there. They took this point, they rotated it 90 degrees, and it landed there. Rotation is just taking the entire shape and rotating it kind of on a circle. See how there's those circles on my picture? All right, so here's our first one that we're going to try. So we're going to rotate around O, O meaning origin. This is O. Okay, and we're going to take our triangle. So we're going to plot our triangle first. So here's A, here's B, Here's C. Here's my triangle. Okay, we're going to rotate everything 180 degrees. So that means that I take this and I rotate it around. See how it's in this quadrant? If I rotate it 90 degrees, I'd end up in this quadrant. If I rotate it 180, I should end up over here. So then B is going to go from here. So B would go here, and then 90 degrees would put B here. Nope, there. Then 180 degrees would put B right here. So this is where B prime will be. B went from negative 3, 3 to 3, negative 3. Interesting. All right, so A starts over here, and we're going to rotate it 180 degrees. And you can see this by taking this and rotating your paper literally 180 degrees and then drawing the exact same triangle. So if I rotated my screen upside down, I could easily do this. That's harder for me to show you because rotating my screen for me does absolutely nothing for you. So if I rotate my screen and put the A where it should be over here, I would go to 5, negative 7. Here's where A would be. And then C will be right here if we want to keep our triangle where it should be. Okay, all we did was take our triangle, rotate it once, rotate it again, and we ended up over here. Literally upside down. It's kind of cool. All right. So then A went from negative 5, 7 to 5, negative 7. And C went to negative 7, 3 to positive 7, 3, negative 3. That's interesting. All my points flip-flopped. Weird. All right, let's look at 270 degrees. So that means if I'm starting here, so let's do negative 5, positive 7. Here's my A. Here's my B. And then here's my C. If you haven't noticed, we use the same triangle over and over again. Okay, so there's that. If I rotate 270 degrees, this would be a 90-degree rotation. This is a 180-degree rotation. This is a 270-degree rotation. So we're taking this triangle and rotating it all the way around. So if we rotate it all the way around here, I don't think I have a circle. Oh, there we go. Oh, no, 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 no. So if this is my circle, I can drag it so the center's in the okay. So there's my circle, and now I'm going to resize it. So, oh, nope, it won't let me do that. Okay, giving up on that idea. Okay. If I take this B and I rotate it all the way over here, so here's where it would be at 90 degrees. Here's where it was at 180. Here's where it will be now that we rotated 270. Sorry, there's where it is when we rotate it 90. So now, see how it like stayed on this perfect circle here? Okay, so we ended up right here. This is B prime now. And by the way, it's saying to rotate about, oh, this is our origin. It changes a bit when we have other things. So now if I rotate my paper 270 degrees, I'm going to turn it so that my Y is now my x-axis. And then I'm left 3, up 3. And then I'm going to be left 5, up 7. Here's where A prime is now. And then left 6 or left 7, up 3. I know you'll literally have to turn your screen in order to see what I'm seeing. I'm actually writing the letters the way I've turned my screen. Okay, so there's my new ABC rotated 270 degrees. So A is now at 7, 5. B is now at 3, 3. And C is now at 3, 7. Okay. All right, let's try another one. So this one's going to be rotating 90 degrees. So we're going to take our point, -3, 3, and we're going to rotate about this point. So this is our new center. So we're going to go to -3, up 3. Here's my new center. The way I indicate my new center is I draw my new y-axis and my new x-axis. Yes, I made them rainbow so they stand out. Okay, so my original shape is going to be the line BC. And I know I'm rotating about point P because P is right here. This is point P. And I'm rotating this shape BC because that's what's in there. So BC, so B is at -6, +5, which is right here. This is B. And then C is at -4, +5. Here's C. I'm going to move where I put B. There's BC. This is my line right here. And I'm going to rotate it 90 degrees. So I'm literally going to rotate my paper 90 degrees in the opposite direction that I want the shape to rotate. And now I'm going to redraw that shape at the same points. So I'm going to go, so for B it was -6, so -1, or, oh, my B and C are slightly different now because of my new axes. So my B point here is at -1, 2, 3, and then up 2. And then my C point's at -1, up 2. And this is from my new axes, my pretend new axes. So now I'm going to rotate it 90 degrees in the opposite direction that I want to rotate it, and I'm going to do those same things. So I'm going to do -3, so 1, 2, 3, then up 2, 1, 2. So here is my B prime. And then C prime is going to be at -1, up 2. This is my C prime. This is my new line, BC, rotated 90 degrees about that point. Okay? And now I have to label those. So B goes to now, should have done that in red. B is now at -1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 0. And you always write in according to the original axes, not my colorful rainbow axes. Okay, and then -4, 5. So C went from -4, 5 to -5, 3. Or -5, 2. Okay, and that's when we rotated about that specific point. If you were in class, this would be so much easier to explain. It's fine. Okay, so if we rotate 180 degrees around point M. So point M, first we're going to mark point M. So point M is at -3, +1. So this is my point M. This is my new center. So I'm going to make my pretty colorful axes with my rainbow lines so that it's obvious they are not my original lines. Okay, now I'm going to mark up BC. So B is at -9, +4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's B. And then C is at -6, +1, 2, 3. Here's C. So here's my original line BC. I'm going to rotate it 180 degrees. So I'm literally going to take my computer and rotate it 180 degrees. So originally, C was 1, 2, 3 to the left. So now I need to go to left now that I flipped my computer upside down. So 1, 2, 3 to my left. And then it was 2 up. So I'm going to go 2 up. So this, I should switch colors. So this is C prime. Then B was originally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to the left, and then 1, 2, 3 up. So now I'm going to go 6 to the left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to the left, and then 1, 2, 3 up. Here is my new B prime. I kind of want to move C prime so it's over here. And there's my line, rotated 180 degrees. And I wrote those in the orientation of the direction that I was holding my paper. So B went from -9, 4. Now we have to go back to the original axes. So now B is at 2, -2. And then C was originally at -6, 2. And now it is at 0, -1. Okay, we're going to get so much practice with rotations, it's not even funny. All right, here we go. Here's number 8. So number 8 says we have 270 degree rotation for B, and it's around angle B for the line BC. So that actually makes our life really easy because when we rotate about a point, that point stays in the exact same spot. So we are at B. So B is at 2, 3. So we're going to go over 2, up 1, 2, 3. So here's B. And then C is over 5, up 2. So here's C. Here's my line. Now my rotation point is point B. So that's my rotation point. Now I'm going to take my computer and rotate it 270 degrees in the opposite direction. Perfect. So originally, B was on the origin, so it just stays on the origin. This is now B prime. B prime is very boring. But C, we need to rotate 270 degrees. So I want it to rotate like 90 would be over here. Oh, I forgot to draw my new axes. These are my new axes. Okay. So it's in the lower left, so I want it to end up in this quadrant over here of my rainbow axes. Okay, so then I'm going to rotate my paper 270 degrees in the opposite direction I want to rotate. So I'm going to rotate my paper 270 degrees clockwise. So 90, 180, 270. Okay, cool. Perfect. All right. So now it was originally right 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to go right 1, 2, 3. And then it was down 1. So down 1. So here is C prime. And there is my new line. I should really move my notation for B prime. Here's B prime. Okay, so now we need to write the point for B. So B is really easy. B stayed in exactly the same point because it was the rotation point, and the rotation point will never move. And then 5, 2 now becomes 1, 0. Okay, we've got one more. And I promise you, if you do the rotation of the paper, it helps so much. Okay, so on this one, I'm going to first graph the triangle. So we're over 4, up 6. Then we're over 6, up 3. And then we're over 2, up 3. So here's A, B, C. And then our rotation point is C. So this is my rotation point. So what does that tell me about C? What's going to happen to C? Absolutely nothing. It stays in the exact same point, which makes this super easy. Now we're going to rotate 180 degrees, which means here's my new axes. Okay, so we're going to take this and I'm going to flip it 180 degrees. So I'm going to flip it all the way over. So C is going to stay exactly where C is. This is going to be C prime. It's not 1. Then B was originally 1, 2, 3, 4 to the left. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 to the left. So now here's my B prime. And then A was originally, to the right. It was originally 1, 2 to the right, and then 1, 2, 3 up. So I'm going to go 2 to the right, 1, 2, then 1, 2, 3 up. So then here's A prime. And there is my new triangle. I'm literally rotating my paper. Okay, so now to write the new points for A, B, and C. So A was originally at 4, 6. Now A is at the origin. It's at point 0, 0. Then B was originally at 6, 3. Now B is at -2, +3. Okay, that's it for today. Hopefully some of it stuck. We'll have another day of it tomorrow.